Okay, so this video is offer negotiation strategies. Okay, this is for the realtor primarily. The wholesaler you can listen in to, but for the agent, this is what you need to listen to. This is probably the most important portion of this. Now, what we talked about with the short sale addendum was the right of the selling agent to go ahead and accept more than one offer to help this poor homeowner out of this situation. When you submit as your agent, when you submit to the listing agent your wholesaler's contract or your contract for $115,000, this guy's initial reply is going to be, "What the hell is wrong with you? I just have this property listed for $220,000. You know, there's no way the bank will ever accept that." Okay, that's going to be their natural response. You say, "That's perfectly understandable. I understand 100% where you're coming from, and I have some good news for you." They're going to say, "Well, what do you mean?" You say, "Well, listen, check it out. I'm not sure if you're aware of this, but the short sale addendum has given us a couple rights here." Okay? So the short sale addendum, the first thing it says is that you have the right to accept more than one offer. Okay? So, you know, it doesn't matter what my offer is, and this is the conversation I had with that listing agent, was it doesn't matter what mine offer is. If you get one offer, you know, for $115,001, you have the right to accept that and take my place. Okay? So all we're really trying to do is stop the foreclosure. So first and foremost, you need to understand that you have the right to accept more than one offer. That's why that's important. Now, the second thing is the bank, I know, is not going to take $115,000. Okay? So what they're going to do is the first thing they'll do is order a broker price opinion, a BPO, and or an appraisal. Okay? They're going to determine what the true value is of this home. The third thing is that your file for this home will go to the top of the file. All right? The top of the pile. Okay, because you have an offer on here now, what's going to happen is they're going to stop any foreclosure proceedings, provided that's, you know, not within the last week or so. They're going to stop or postpone any foreclosure proceedings. The next thing they're going to do is start returning your calls. Okay, now if you've tried to, you know, do anything with short sales, you understand how maddening it is. That agent, you're trying to play to this agent right here, you're trying to play to his problem. You're saying, listen, your phone calls are going to get returned. Your file's going to get to the top of the pile. It's going to stop the foreclosure, so that's going to help your client. I know that they're going to do a BPO. They're going to tell me exactly what they're going to take for this house. And it's going to, you know, obviously give you the right to continue to market the property. Okay? Now, here's the thing. When they do come back with that BPO, then they will come back to me with a counteroffer of some sort, because I know and you know they'll never take $115,000, but they will tell us what they will take. And in this case, you're listed at $220,000. If they come back, let's say, with $185,000, okay, as a counteroffer to me, hey, guess what? Then I have something to deal with. Now, I have a choice. I can either pay this or I can walk. Okay? If I walk, that's okay. You've got yourself a $40,000 price reduction. You know the bank will take that, and that's way better than you had before. Okay? So your agent, what you say to that listing agent, okay, is got to be full of value to the seller and to him. To him, he's going to get his phone calls returned, that his file's going to be put at the top of the pile. That's going to be a huge value to the agent. Okay? The agent's also going to benefit from the fact that they have an appraisal. So somebody's going to come back and tell them what they will be able to sell it for. And as a listing agent, I can tell you that if I have a short sale value that I come up with, it's way better if the bank says what they'll take. So this will speed that process up. Plus, listen, Mr. and Mrs. Agent, you don't need to worry about selling it for $115,000 because hell's bells. You know, reduce the price. I don't care. Keep it on the MLS. I understand the MLS says that you've got to change it pending. But you know what? I'm the buyer, and I'm mostly interested about what's going to be good for your seller. So you know what? I don't even care. Keep it on MLS. Knock yourself out. That's fine with me. Okay? Now, once you promote this idea of how many benefits this has to the agent and to the seller, they will be more likely to go ahead and accept it because they know, well, shit, if I accept Carl's 115, I'll just reduce the price and I'll get a better price. And you know what? He is right. It will stop the foreclosure. I'll get my calls back. And sure, why not? You know, Carl says he'll, look at the counter. Great, sure, whatever. So what he does, okay, is he takes this over to the seller, all right, with that same thing that I told him. And he says, hey, guess what? This is the story. So the guy goes ahead. This is the offer that I made to that guy. Now, this seller says, sure, why not? I mean, who cares? I mean, I'm not making any money on this anyway. I'm trying to save my credit. And so why not? Let's just go ahead and do it. So the listing agent then says, all right, cool. You'll notice when it first came on the market, it was at $224. I placed the offer at $214 on March 20th, okay? Or something along those lines. Notice what he does. He drops the price to $199 and keeps it active. He doesn't change it. Now, if you're an agent, you know that, he did a boo-boo. He's not supposed to do that. But I don't care. That's fine with me. Knock yourself out. Keep it active. Because here's the secret. And this is what makes this so awesome. Okay? You know what? I'm going to do the cliffhanger right here. I'll go ahead and I'll tell you why this works in the next video.